This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 2, verse 7. Deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon. Verse 8. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations, which spoiled you. For he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is his son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Zechariah chapter 2, verse 7 through 8 is that I was inspired by a video that I watched from Apostle Tahar where he was going into Jacob's trouble, and he mentioned scriptures regarding the daughter of Babylon. And it got me inspired to do a lesson on who is the daughter of Babylon, okay? And why does it say in Zechariah 2 verse 7, deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon? So that's where I'm going to take this lesson, is showing who is the daughter of Babylon, okay? And how the children of Israel will be dwelling, okay, under the rulership of the current ruling nation, all right, that the Lord calls the daughter of Babylon, which is Esau, Edom. So let's get into this lesson, Lord willing, edifying. So first, let's break down Zechariah chapter 2, verse 7. Deliver thyself, O Zion. Right, who's Zion? Who's that talking about? In the Hebrew is Tezayawan, which means parched place. Another name for Jerusalem, especially in the prophetic books, right? And Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. Let's get second Maccabees chapter 5 verse 19. Nevertheless, the Most High Power Yahweh did not choose the people for the place's sake, but the place for the people's sake. There you go. So whenever you see Zion, Jerusalem, okay, and Jerusalem in the Hebrew means the teaching of peace, okay, or in the Hebrew word Yerawash Alam, okay. So whenever you see Zion or Jerusalem, it means, okay, it's talking about the people, the children of Israel, which consist of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? Now, also, I want to get into another context clue. Let's go back. In Zechariah chapter 2, verse 8, for thus saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations, which spoiled you, right? And the main nation that spoiled us is Esau, Edom, who's also referenced as the daughter of Babylon, and we're going to get to that. For he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye. Right. Now, who is the apple of the Lord's eye? Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 9. For the Lord's portion is his people. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. Right. And Jacob had his name changed to Israel. All right. Yashar Allah, which means prince, okay, power, prince of the power. Okay. 10. He found him in the desert land and in the waste howling wilderness. He led him about. He instructed him. He kept him as the apple of his eye. Right. So the apple of the Lord's eye is the children of Israel. All right. Zion, Jerusalem, which is a people before it's a place. Okay. Just to clarify that. So now, who is the daughter of Babylon? Let's go into now Isaiah 47 and 1. The lament for Babylon, right? And when you go into that word lament, let's just look it up. A passion expression of grief or sorrow, or in the thesaurus, it says wail, wailing, lamentation, moan, moaning, groan, weeping, crying, right? Because this is talking about the destruction of the daughter of Babylon, which is Esau, Edom. So let's look at another context clue. Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Okay? Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Right? And you notice how the Lord is referring to this particular Babylon as the daughter. All right? Which is the personification. When you go into the word daughter, it's as a personification. All right. Then I got the definition right here. The attribution of a personal nature, human characteristic to something non-human, or the representation of an abstract quality in human form. Right. A figure intended to represent an abstract quality, an embodiment, incarnation. All right. The essence. So this is who the Lord's referring to. He's referring to Esau, Edom as the daughter of Babylon. We're going to get into it. Let's go. Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Verse 2, take the millstones and grind mill, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. All right, this is the revealing. All right, this is the revealing of the daughter of Babylon. 3, thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Right, that shameful spewing on your glory, which America, and who controls America, Esau, Edom, you're now being uncovered as a shameful nation. Yea, thy shame shall be seen, and is being seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Woo! That's another context clue. When in ancient Babylon did the Lord take vengeance? Okay, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. All right, when did he take vengeance? On ancient Babylon, where he met ancient Babylon not as a man. All right, when did that happen? Okay, that didn't happen. This is talking about a future prophecy. Okay, so right now you have the children of Israel dwelling with the daughter of Babylon, okay, that I read out of Zechariah chapter 2, verse 7 and 8, which is happening now. And you also have a coming prophecy of when the Lord's about to take vengeance on the daughter of Babylon, and he's not going to meet the daughter of Babylon as a man, okay, meaning a future prophecy. And we know what that is. You know, the elect know. The Lord's coming in his chariots, so-called UFOs, to destroy Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon, all right, which are you Edomites, okay? 4, as for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. 5, sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. 6, here's the point, another clue. I was wroth with my people, I have polluted my inheritance, and given them into thy hand. Right. So in these times, the children of Israel, okay, also known as Zion, or in the Hebrew, Zion, all right, will be dwelling in the with the daughter of Babylon, okay, polluted, given to the daughter of Babylon's hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Right. And if you look at the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans dwelling here in Babylon the Great, all right, which is also known as daughter of Babylon, they have been shown no mercy. We have been shown no mercy, all right? Just look at the way we're living, the conditions, all right, the draconian laws against our people. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke, right? You laid a very heavily yoke upon our people. And our people are literally suffering and mourning and crying in your hands. the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who make up the 12 tribes of Israel are dwelling here in Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon, catching hell. So this is evidently talking about now. All right? Let's get another scripture. Jeremiah 50, and I'm going to start at 33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah, okay, the children of Yashar Allah, which represents the northern kingdom, and the children of Judah, or Yahawada, which represents the southern kingdom, were oppressed together. That didn't happen in the ancient world, okay? The Assyrian, what is it? Shalmaneser, he took the children, the northern kingdom, out of the Holy Land, all right? And the children of Israel were dwelling in the land of Assyria until they gathered themselves together and said, we're going to go to a land where no mankind dwelleth, all right? Talking about here in the Americas, all right? So evidently, this didn't happen in the ancient world. This is happening now, all right? So this is also talking about the daughter of Babylon. And we're going to get to it. And all that took them captives held them fast and refused to let them go. Right, we're still in captivity to this very day. Okay? 34. Their Redeemer is strong. The Lord of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. Right. When did the Lord do this? Okay, he didn't do this in the ancient Babylon. He's going to do it now. 35, a sword is upon the Chaldeans, saith the Lord, and upon the inhabitants of Babylon, and upon her princes, and upon her wise men. 36, a sword is upon the liars. Right, and you Edomites are a bunch of liars. And thou shalt dote, a sword is upon her mighty men, right, your military. And they shall be dismayed, right? We're going to get that, because the Lord is going to take out your military, Esau, Edom. 37, a sword is upon their horses, and upon their chariots, and upon all the mingled people that are in the midst of her, and they shall become as women. A sword is upon her treasures, and they shall be robbed. 38, a drought is upon her waters, and they shall be dried up, for it is the land of graven images, and they are made upon their idols. Right? A land of graven images, and they are made upon their idols. They are mad upon their idols. Right? Ooh, another context clue. Okay? Because, what's going on here? Another context clue. Check this out. Isaiah 19 and 1. The burden of Egypt, right? That great city, which is spiritually Egypt and Sodom. This is talking about the daughter of Babylon, Babylon the Great. Behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. Right? When did this happen? Okay, this didn't happen in ancient Egypt. This has never happened. The Lord did not ride upon a swift cloud, talking about the chariots, okay, and destroy the idols of Egypt, all right, and melt Egypt. He didn't do that. This is obviously talking about a spiritual Egypt, which is Babylon the Great, that great city, okay, also known as daughter of Babylon. And who runs it? Esau, Edom. Let's go back. Just want to get that point out. 39, therefore the wild beasts of the desert with the wild beasts of the islands shall dwell there, and the owls shall dwell therein, and it shall be no more inhabited forever. Ooh, that's another context clue. Because Iraq, which was where ancient Babylon was ruling at, there's people dwelling there. You even have the military troops out there. You have the Vatican, the U.S. Embassy, which is like the size of the Vatican, out there. So that ain't talking about ancient Babylon. This ain't talking about ancient Babylon, all right? 'Cause there's people dwelling there to this very day. This is talking about a future Babylon, the daughter of Babylon, which is America. And who rules it? Esau, Edom. We're going to get to that. Neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. 40, As the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord, so shall no man abide there, neither shall any son of man dwell therein. That's another clue. When did ancient Babylon get overthrown like Sodom and Gomorrah? 41. Behold, a people shall come from the north, and a great nation, talking about the Russians, all right, and their allies, and many kings shall be raised up from the coast of the earth. 42. They shall hold the bow and the lance. They are cruel, right? Talking about the intercontinental ballistic missiles. And will not show mercy, right? Their voice shall roar like the sea, and they shall ride upon horses. Everyone put in array like a man to the battle against thee, O daughter of Babylon. Woo! This is obviously talking about America. All right? O daughter of Babylon. Let's hit it on the head now. Psalms 137 and 7. Remember, O Yahweh, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it even into the foundation thereof. Right. So the Lord remembers all your wicked deeds, even in the ancient of days, in the ancient times, when you helped the ancient Babylonians, all right, take us down as a people. 8, here's the point. O daughter of Babylon. Right, so Edom is also referred to as the daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed. Happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. There you go. So the children of Israel are dwelling with the daughter of Babylon, which is now. Okay, they're catching hell, being shown no mercy by the daughter of Babylon. All right, and that's talking about Edom, Esau, Edom, who's doing it. And that's why the Lord's coming, and he's not going to meet you as a man. He's coming with vengeance. 9, happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. There you go. All right, and we'll get one more just to get on you Edomites one more time, because this is your future prophecy against you. Jeremiah 49, verse 17. Also Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. Right, this is a future prophecy. 18. As in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord, no man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it. Right, so that's repeating the same. That verse is the same verse, all right, in Jeremiah, the 50th chapter that I just brought out. Okay? So this is evidently, the daughter of Babylon is talking about Edom. You can't get around it. These are context clues. And this is for the elect. All right? The elect are going to understand. 19, behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan against the habitation of the strong, but I will suddenly make him run away from her. And who is a chosen man, that I may appoint over her? For who is like me? And who will appoint me the time? And who is that shepherd that will stand before me? All right, because this is the Lord doing it. All right, this is the Lord. He's going to bring that judgment upon Edom. All right, the daughter of Babylon. 20. Therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord that he hath taken against Edom, and his purposes that he hath proposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. Right, and it's talking about, all right, your 1948ers, which are Amalek, which is the descendant of Esau, Edom. Okay, they're going to draw you, daughter of Babylon, Edom, that dwell here in Babylon the Great, into the World War III. All right, because the Lord said he has a war with Amalek from generation to generation too. Hold up, let me get that scripture. Amalek. Amalek. Here we go. Spelled it wrong. Let's get to the point. Exodus 17 and 16. For he said, because the Lord has sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. Jumping down to Deuteronomy 25 and 19. Therefore it shall be when the Lord thy power have given thee rest from all thy enemies, which is coming. We're about to get delivered. All right. The children of Israel that are dwelling here in Babylon the Great and wherever they're scattered at. Okay. Round about in the land which the Lord thy power giveth thee for inheritance to possess it, that thou shalt blot out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. Thou shalt not forget it. Right. So the Lord got a bone to pick with you, Amalek, which are you 1948ers, the synagogue of Satan. You know who you are, 1948ers. All right. Balfour Declaration. You know who you are. All right. We know who you are. And that's all that matters. Jeremiah 49 and 21. The earth is moved at the noise of their fall, at the cry, the noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea, right? Talking about the destruction of Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon. 22. Behold, he shall come up and fly as the eagle and spread his wings over Basra. And at that day shall the heart of the mighty men of Edom be as the heart of woman in her pangs, right? The mighty men, which was going back to Jeremiah, the 50th chapter, okay? The mighty men. So when did this happen? This is evidently talking about now, because when did the Lord, all right, go attack the mighty men of Edom? It's going to talk about now. So I just wanted to get into who is a daughter of Babylon, because hey, this is truth, man. All right, this is truth. All right, we're not a hate group, we're a truth group. You Edomites, all right, you so-called white people are the Edomites. And you're also referred to as the daughter of Babylon. All right? You can't get around it. We're living in the last days where judgment is going to be upon your very heads. And that's why we're telling our people, hey, man, this is great news to hear, man. To know that the Lord is going to take out these devils that have been bringing hell on us. All right? Their judgment is written in the Bible. All right, these context clues, if you can just put it together, if you have the eyes to see. All right, well, let me get that scripture. Blessed is he that sees. Let's get that. Blessed are your eyes, KJV. Let's get that scripture. Matthew 13 and 16. We'll close off on this. Matthew 13 and 16. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. Right. And we always give praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai that he opened their eyes to see Esau's judgment, to know who Esau Edom is, to know who the daughter of Babylon is. 17. For verily I say unto you that many prophets and righteous men have desire to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. Right. All right. Because knowing the destruction of the daughter of Babylon, which is Esau Edom, all right, in those times, all right, they didn't see it at that time. All right, the prophets, they were desiring it. Okay? And now the prophets today, we're seeing it, okay? And if you know about reincarnation, hey, the prophets are back. Okay, but that's for another topic. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Hey, the daughter of Babylon is talking about Esau, Edom, America. These are code words. These are context clues. All right. And the Lord's going to come and destroy y'all. All right. He's not going to meet you as a man. Vengeance is in his heart. Okay. He's going to take out your mighty men, and he's going to deliver Zion that's dwelling here. All right. In Babylon. Okay. All right. Because the big salvation is going to come out of Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon, which is America. The biggest salvation. So, Lord willing, edify. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep enduring. Keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Keep pushing. Keep fighting. Pray. Pray without ceasing. And fast if you must, okay? And we're getting close to the Passover, so, all right? Make sure you examine yourself. And for the few sisters that are watching, pray, study, examine yourselves. We're almost out of here. Shalom and the Baba Ball. Shalom.